while you find this is the Ben Shapiro Q&A. And some people are like saying we shouldn't mock people like Ben Shapiro. We should address their arguments. But I think that's impossible with these Q&As for him to do now because he's become such a meme.
Well, all
that
he does is mock whoever he's talking about.
Dude, he doesn't have any fucking arguments. He's like an idiot. At this
point,
dude,
I will give him one thing. He's got a fucking decent head of hair on him.
Yeah, and good marketing. But here's the thing. And a hot sister.
His parents.
And a hot sister.
That's his sister.
But watch this. And look at this kid. Look at this kid.
Hey, man,
sometimes, you tell people to ask new questions. Sometimes they do. It's weird.
Sorry. Okay. What's up, man?
Howdy.
My name's Mason, and I wanted to ask, you mentioned earlier it would cost you $100K to get you to the house. What about your sister?
Ooh.
You'll have to ask for her speaker's fee.
Okay.
She's a very talented woman who's in demand. Also, she has a brand new baby, so it's going to be hard to get.
Congratulations on the baby.
I would agree. So you can't even tell if he's a friend or a foe. And
that guy's definitely a troll.
Oh, no, that dude. Well, listen, dude. One thing we all agree, no matter what our politics are, his sister is fucking smoking.
But that guy that was talking to him was in way too good of a mood to be a real Ben Shapiro fan.
But it's just funny to me that he's become such a meme. And by the way, in taking his argument seriously, this chick just came in to. I was already back in LA by the time I posted that. Oh, okay. I invited her to the show. She's No, I invited her to Champagne. She's from Chicago. I know her from the open mic scene there. But and she was visiting Vegas. But anyways, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So Ben Shapiro said rap wasn't music. And musicologists agree with me. And then like a pile of musicologists came in and like pointed out. I mean, it's obvious. Okay, like Dr. Dre samples Joe Cocker. So Joe Cocker's not music? So it's a really stupid thing to say that rap's not music.
Most rap songs, especially in like the 90s and shit, were just sampling old songs in the 80s
Funkadelic and stuff. So the point is, yeah, but a bunch of music theorists and musicologists were just like, no, you're full of shit. No, rap's music. And that was 9 years ago, and he still says that shit now. There's no point. Like, you'll never change his mind about anything.
One thing that pisses me off so much, and it's usually with more, I guess you could say, lyrically simple, like, rap songs, but you hear it out of, like, your age group a lot. Like, they'll hear a Don, and they'll just be like, I don't get it, I could do this. I could go into a studio and yell this shit to a beat.
Oh, yeah, it's
and I'm always just like, fucking do it. This guy's rich and successful and famous. If you can do it, why aren't you? Because there's a very select group of, I would say, rappers, as far as ones that are liked and hated. There's more, like, there's a smaller group of famous rappers that people have strong opinions of than any other genre. You know what I mean? It's like what straight white comedians are becoming. They don't want us to work.
Dude, you know what Parker fucking said to me? What? I was talking about Euphoria, and he goes, you're old. You're not supposed to watch Euphoria. He goes, that's for young people. And I was like, well, then why is it good? And he's like, oh, snap. Anyways, whatever.
You got his ass.
I got his ass.
I'm pretty sure that show is like 3 years old. Like,
came out in 2018. It should not run anymore. The ending was perfect. No, I mean, it ended perfectly.
Are they going to make another season?
They shouldn't.
But you think they are?
They probably will.
That's
it's money.
A sign of how like bored people are, and what streaming service is, because the amount of like random just like movie pages on shit on Facebook that I've clicked on an article, so more articles by it show up on my feed or whatever, of just like this 2012 flop is huge on Netflix right now. Like, people are just revisiting bad movies that nobody went to see.
I do that all the time.
They were just like, I kind of wanted to see that back then, but then nobody really liked it. I guess I'll watch it now.
I watched Nice Guys for like the 5th time last night. Hey, but speaking of somebody who would hate Euphoria, this is Ben Shapiro getting owned by some rando at a Q&A.
Hello, my name is Quentin Merritt. I'm a mathematician and a physicist here, a double major, and I also just won the most prestigious award in the country to pursue research at any institution I want. The National
Congratulations.
Science Foundation
Brag.
Graduate Research Fellowship. So I think I'm pretty, qualified to say that most of what you're saying is based on like old data. But my question to you, and so I want you all to like realize that.
Last month, but sure.
Like, for example, gender identity disorder, that's the DSM-4, bro. We use the DSM-5 now for psychologists to be able to talk
I literally
about...
cited the DSM-5 in
I
the
literally-
speech, and it's called gender dysphoria, which is a term that I use throughout the speech, not gender
You
identity
sound like a
disorder,
bozo,
which
bro.
is
And you
identity.
get no pussy, and you can't even make your wife wet, bro, so what's good?
And he doesn't know what to do.
Let me just say, the nice thing about having
real
several
question-
small
the real
children is I don't
question
feel
is,
the necessity to have my
if
masculinity
we're using
challenged
a
by someone
Western
like you.
colonial idea of gender, then why should it apply? If we're using, because the gender binary...
Oh yeah, real quick, he's right. And he's about to say that Native Americans have a third gender, and they have ladyboys in Thailand. So he's full of shit. There's not two genders. He's full of shit. He's just scientific. Facts don't care about his feelings. But the thing is, what I find funny about this, and the reason I brought this, is because he got famous for these Q&As, and the reason they could say Ben Shapiro destroys college student is because they can cut their mics off as soon as they're done, and then he just uses some fucking logical trick where he'll just change the subject mid-sentence
Mental gymnastics.
and then beat the argument that he's more convenient. That's more convenient for him. Dude, he can't. I guess he hasn't been doing this in a while, and since then he's become such a fucking meme. Everybody should don't protest. Go to the Q&As and then just talk about titty fucking his sister. That's all you got to do.
So he got too comfortable streaming and just reading the bullshit off of the fucking
And then
comments.
everybody just started
And then
making fun of him over because he didn't know that pussies get wet, and that he doesn't even have a good comeback. So when he didn't even prepare a comeback, he should have expected that fucking wet pussy fucking thing.
His comeback was solid. He said, being a man that has multiple small children. Luckily, I don't feel the need to have a masculine thing, which it's like, well, then you're kind of saying that you don't follow gender roles.
But wait a second.
I don't feel the need to be manly like the man that I am biologically because I fucked semen into my wife.
I put semen into my... Actually, the yoga instructor who impregnated my wife was paid for by my personal checking account.
His name was Russia. His wife was the OG of that. All right.
So technically, that makes I am the alpha and he is the beta.
Yeah, he really should he should have a list of 5 comebacks that he sat at home and thought of in depth for when somebody criticizes him not being able
He's just not smart.
Yeah. But his voice, that's what
How about,
bothers me the most.
Oh yeah, the micro machine.
Is a Western colonialist framework of gender.
You're right. Men and women don't exist in any other culture.
No.
You're
Think
right.
about Native American.
Nailed it.
Third gender people. I'm not saying that. Third gender people exist in Native American societies, Western African societies, like Southern Native American societies, like Mexico. So in other places that are not white dominated,
And they
like
are
the United States or
incorrect.
Europe, and so
That's
you're
the
saying
only thing he has.
non-white people.
That's the
I'm a
only
mathematician.
Native American.
I didn't hear
Southern
what he
Native
said.
American societies like Mexico. So in other places that are not white dominated,
And they
like
are
the United States or
incorrect.
Europe, and so you're
I'm
saying
saying
white,
they're biologically
so non-white
incorrect.
people.
Oh, incorrect.
I'm a
I thought you
mathematician and a
said they are
physicist.
on
You
crack.
cannot
So
tell me.
So I have a question.
And also, you're not a biologist.
So I have a question.
I'm 20.
As a mathematician and a physicist, what in the
See, they
hell
just
do you
cut him
know
off.
about human biology?
And you got your
that allows
law
you to
degree from
deny it?
Harvard. What do
And
you
then
know
all the
about
cucks
biology?
just fucking cheer.
What did he say there?
Huh?
What did he say to him after that?
He said that you're not a... He goes, well, you're not a biologist. You just said you're a physicist.
Right.
And then he goes, well, you went to Harvard Law. That doesn't make you a biologist.
But everybody was cheering behind Ben making the
They're just
killer.
waiting for just Ben to say anything. It
Anything,
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's kind of like on how...
Here's Ben's comeback.
Micro Machines. Dramatically detailed, stupendously styled, smaller than enough, this one or this one. And now with a totally terrific town, the new Micro Machine Super City Toolbox playset. Closed, it's a mild manner toolbox. Open, it's a Micro Machine USA. Cruise your mini Micro Machine vehicles, planes, and boats to the police station, the marina, the mini motorcycle repair shop, the gas station, the construction office, work, the real working drawbridge, highway, passenger ramp, and garage doors. Or take a Micro Machine flying machine in for a landing. Phew, this place has it all. The new Micro Machine Super City Toolbox playset from Galoo. The one and only outrageous original miniatures. Remember, if it doesn't say Micro Machines, it's not the...
Is that guy famous from anything else?
Well, he's the fastest talking man in history. He can do all of Michael Jackson's bad in like 2 seconds.
You got a lot of
And frankly, I would ask another question.
I want to hear what he's saying. So please.
If your logic is so flawed as a mathematician and a physicist, I would suggest that whichever institution gave you an award, revoke it immediately.
That wasn't a question. Burn. Destroyed.
Hi, Ben. My name is Emily. One of the biggest issues I see in America is the increasing division or polarization between both conservatives and liberals. What's destroying America?
Bitch, shut up! Everyone's just like, yeah! They cut her mic and they're like, you're not getting anything else. He made up his mind as soon as he said bitch. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude, I just love his comeback. He just literally brings up a legitimate point, which is about Native Americans, or you could say the lady boys in Thailand. And
Yeah, because they've been around for goddamn centuries.
Yeah, and he's just like, well, they're just wrong. That's it.
I mean, even in Europe in Shakespearean time, you could go. There were a lot of people that because men would play women.
Yeah.
They didn't let witches act.
Yeah.
So
they were transgender.
And a lot of actors were like, "Damn, I kind of like this shit," and they just stuck with it. It was very much a thing. And then, God, damn it, the anti-witches came.
So I'm just saying, what's the point of giving this guy any respect? So stop trying to, I don't know. I got very annoyed. I got into an argument on Twitter where they're like, well, these aren't valid arguments. You're not going to win anybody over. I'm like, who do you expect to win over who believes in this shit? He proceeded after that to deny climate change in 2022. What's the fuck? Who are you trying to convince? He's paid to not be convinced.
Yeah, that's a tough hill to die on.
Yeah, we're all gonna
die. The climate change is fake.
Yeah, 3 more years we got left until it's permanent.
Until it's permanently
Until
fake?
the countdown. No, until the countdown begins.
What, to the end?
Uh-huh. We have 3 years to change, and we're not going to.